need to like sleep, take a nap, or can we do something restful but not necessarily sleep?
Short rest, you don't need to sleep. Uh,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, you do need to be pretty relaxed. So you can't be doing something strenuous.
Can I look through the library, like search for something concerning portals?
Um,
Would that count as a rest? Not
no,
really.
yeah, you wouldn't be resting if you were like researching.
Okay. Because I do have this thing which gives me an advantage when I'm looking for something in a library or an archive. Yeah, I was thinking
Nice.
about using that. But if we don't have time, then we'll just take a
I
short
mean, I'm
rest.
spitballing here. Instead of short resting, you do the thing and I still get to throw rocks.
Yeah, maybe Rani is the one who needs rest the most, so let her
I would
rest.
like to sleep. Thank you.
Yeah, so Ronnie can have a
Yeah.
nap. You can go in the archives. I get to throw stones at Gideon.
Because I don't
Yeah.
think Ronnie
Sounds good.
slept much.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's the plan, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
So I'll go to the library and see what's there. See if I can find anything on portals.
Sure.
Okay. Do I need to drag my token to the
No,
library
that's fine.
bit?
Okay. Yeah.
And what would I roll?
What's
What
this
check?
ability that you said?
It's called Researcher. Here it is. Does it give me an advantage in any way? Or am I making this up?
You can roll history.
Okay. History. Nah. Not very good.
Yeah. I mean, what information are you looking for specifically?
So I saw the portal. I saw some markings on the ground, presumably. So I'm looking for any information concerning portals and probably some of those markings if I can find any.
Yeah.
Find anything, any information that would tell me what this portal, who it was done by, where it leads to, anything.
Yeah, so this portal, like this library has its information is pretty specific, but not necessarily irrelevant. In this library, a bunch of the information is just about sort of warding off. It's like if you look up the magic section, there's a lot of records in here about the history of the the faction of rangers that created the type of magic that wards off like evil creatures. Remember the stones that you saw?
Yeah. I was just thinking about those.
It's about sort of related to that. And you'll probably see these marking. They talk about how different symbols, sigils, they either ward off or welcome in evil. And they show some examples, and probably you do see examples that look very similar to what you saw on the portal. But because of that history check, I would say that's all that you're able to get.
Okay. So I don't know if these are welcoming evil or warding off evil kind of markings.
You at least know that it's a welcoming in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's definitely bad portal. That's all I can say. Okay.
Anyone else doing anything?
I was just thinking if we have some time, if I still have some time while Rani is sleeping, I was wanting to do this thing for a long time, but I want to do it now. Find familiar.
Oh yeah,
Can
that's
I cast it now?
yeah, of course.
It's a ritual thing. It takes like 10 minutes or something. No,
Yeah.
1 hour. It takes 1 hour. Oh my god. Okay. Do we have 1 hour? Can I do it now?
Yeah, if you could take like a 2-hour short rest. That's if you wanted.
Okay. Okay. So I do that.
Yeah, what familiar do you choose?
Well. I think a cat. I was thinking about like, but maybe not a cat. I don't know. Can I choose a flying creature like a bird?
Yeah, there's a list right on the spell. It says
Oh, okay.
yeah on the bottom.
Uh-huh. I was thinking about an owl at first, but I'm not sure how well an owl would do in a desert. But it's a magical creature anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Owls as well. At least I think from like that one movie, Guardians of Gabul, there was a desert owl.
Yeah.
That's all my owl expertise.
Okay. Okay. I'll have an owl then.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll just put him in. And I'll give you access. Were you gonna say something?
Sorry, no, this is about owls. There is actually a type of owl that lives in the desert. I can't remember what it's called, but they live in like Israel and Egypt and like Jordan, that
Ooh.
area.
Oh.
So yes, there are
Desert
desert owls.
owl.
Those are real.
Yeah.
You were not lied to by films.
Yay!
I mean,
I
you
knew
may have
I
been.
could
It may have been
trust
showing the completely wrong kind of
animation film.
owl.
No, actually, I just looked it up, and they do look like the desert owl that was in the film.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Nice. Yeah. So you do that ritual as Rani is resting, and everyone will see that all of a sudden an owl has appeared.
Oh, owl.
Yeah. I'm still thinking of a name for it. So I don't know yet.
So like this whole thing's taking about 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
Cool. So for
yeah.
2 hours, I'm going to practice using my sand to lift up tiny pebbles higher and higher and dropping them on Gideon's face.
Okay.
2 whole hours.
He still does not wake up. He's probably reacting, it's just like automatic reaction to
Yeah, just body twitching.
yeah, body twitching. He still doesn't wake up because he's still knocked out.
All right.
Unless you heal him.
Well, I'm entertained for 2 hours.
Okay. But yeah, so you'll have your 2 hour short rest, and you'll tell me what you guys want to do.
I just need to see if I do I regain spell slots from a short rest? I
No,
don't remember. No.
Unless you're a warlock now.
No. Okay. Good.
Just say Ronnie at this point is quote unquote sleeping, but they're sleeping with like their eyes open, all creepy like, and kind of just like looking off into the middle distance. So it's a very weird state because they're also just lying straight on their back like a corpse.
Absolutely terrifying.
Yeah. And they're not gonna wake up until like someone shakes them awake or something really big happens.
Oh yeah, Kadira's kept a little hourglass going for 2 hours. As soon as that pebble up, drop right on your face.
Ronnie like groggily says huh?
Second pebble.
Sees if Gideon is awake when they realize that he's not yet awake, just slumps right back to sleep.
Where is Gideon at this point? We just left him in that cellar, didn't we?
Yeah, I think
Because Yinjira dragged him down when we went down, but then nobody
I've
bothered to
always imagined
pick
that
him up.
Yonjira was just carrying him until explicitly said otherwise.
Yeah, maybe.
so he's around. Probably down here in the cellar.
Okay. So I'll just go to wherever Ronnie's taking a nap and get them and Kadira too to go back to the cellar. I mean, like, time's up, should go. This kind of thing.
Ronnie reluctantly follows. Like really groggily, just going. I'm up. I need to shout.
Okay, we need to. Are we speaking to Gideon? Is he up yet, or are
No,
we
he
looking
is
at
not.
that door?
He is out cold, so we go straight for the door.
Okay, let's go for the door then.
Ronnie half jokingly just curls up around Gideon and says, I can watch Gideon. You guys can totally go ahead to this scary, terrifying door with weird monster behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that's not going to quite get you out of it this time.
Yinjira couldn't heal.
He's out of hit dice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're sure this
Okay.
door is locked and it's not just like a pull door or something?
We opened
We
it.
can try.
Did we?
No, we
Yeah,
no,
it
didn't.
was locked and we opened it and we saw something weird behind it and then we immediately closed the door, right?
I think I just heard something behind
Oh,
it,
you heard
and
something?
we
Okay.
we decided we didn't want to open it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds closer to what I remember.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know it's locked.
Okay, so the lock picking master, whichever one of you wants to try.
It's of course Kadira, but I'm only here to pick up the slack.
I hate you. 19 to pick the lock.
19
Nice.
picks it.
Nice.
You don't even have to listen closely as you're picking the lock, because the breathing is quite heavy.
Don't like that. Kind of wish I
Yeah.
hadn't picked the lock, but here we are.
So I guess you're at the front.
You
Yes,
wanna
that would
call
put
out
me
to
at
it?
the front.
Like try
Yeah.
languages we know, see if it responds to them.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, I didn't quite catch that.
I asked if you wanted to call out to the thing, see
Oh.
if any of the languages we know, like if it responds to any of them.
Oh, what languages do I know? I forgot.
Can I have like a peek through the door?
Yeah, are you trying to do it stealthily?
Yes.
You can do stealth.
I cast guidance on you like the moment I see you start to try anything to the door.
Sure.
You said guidance?
Yeah. 10.
And
You take a peek through the door. Inside, you see something. Well, something you probably haven't seen anything. The likes of anything before. This creature, it's bigger, like 10 feet tall at least. It's hiding in the shadows. It's completely black, massive claws. It could be human, but it's definitely not. And
Friendly.
it looks at you as you take a peek and stares. Its eyes completely white, its fangs, teeth snarling.
cool, cool. I have made a terrible mistake. Cool.
You want to try talking to it?
I guess I kind of have to now. I'm all in, really. Hmm. I'm gonna kind of just rattle off in a handful of different languages. If you need to know the ones I know, I will bring them up very quickly. If none of them could be relevant, then I will just not. Because that's like 9 languages.
You know 9 languages? Wow.
6. Okay, I was being a little hyperbolic.
Okay.
Someone's a language nerd.
Yeah, I wrote down that I speak Draconic, but really I took a years of Draconic like 8 years ago, so I'm practically fluent.
Good enough, right?
Yeah, would it respond in any way to anything I say?
What do you say?
Just kind of like different variations on hello, how are you?
It goes on all 4, and it looks like it's about to pounce.
Oh shit.
Hey Ronnie, swap spots with me.
Close the door, I say as I like hurriedly close it. Like just slam it and then try to like if the lockpick is still there, try to lock it back.
I don't think you understand how locks work.
I don't know. I'm new to this lockpicking thing, okay?
So you can try to hold it shut if you want. You can do athletics.
Can I ask for help from the strongest member of the party who is currently in like like idle mode.
I'm
You want
sorry.
your-
I believe that we agreed that Sorrel was the strongest member of the party.
No, not really. But
I
I
believe
do
we
want.
agreed on that.
No, we didn't.
Uh,
I do want to. Can I quickly cast Speak with Animals and try to communicate with this
That's
thing?
not bad. That's not a bad idea.
it's the
Yeah.
panic.
Okay.
Ronnie's panic just like sets them off and
So-
immediately.
This is all happening at the same time. Kadira says hello. The monster goes on all fours, ready to attack. Rani rushes over with Yonjira to try and close the door, and Sorel is casting Speak with Animals. So let's all start this out. So, Rani, you want Yonjira to do it, and you want to help him.
Yeah, I mean, like it's Ronnie's idea first, but I imagine that as they're like rushing forward, they kind of like tug Yanjira along as like a silent, hey, help me out with this thing.
Okay. So that's how well that you both. That's through Yonjira's strength. That you both hold the door. The monster runs over and tries to tear the door from you. So he's gonna go contest it against yours.
Oh gosh.
Not 20.
Jeez.
Okay. So let's roll initiative and see how this goes. It tears the door from your grasp and just like puts it to the side.
Did my thing do anything? I mean, did it? Does it? Does it respond in any way?
What do you say?
What do I say? um.
Don't attack.
Wait, stop, don't attack. We just want to talk. If you can talk.
You can do like a persuasion.
Okay.
It stops, so we're not in battle yet, but we've rolled initiative. So it stops, and it still looks like it will attack soon, though.
Okay, now I need to talk with this thing. So I'll say, we don't want to hurt you, and we don't want you to hurt us. We just want to ask you some questions. How did you get here? Do I get any kind of response?
It screams. It's high pitch and low pitch at the same time, almost demonic.
So no, like, no words, no meaning I get from that.
No,
No.
it's not speaking in any language.
Okay. So, I don't know.
Let's begin initiative.
Yes, I guess. I don't know what else I can do with that spell.
So Yonjira, does anyone want to control Yonjira?
If no one else wants to, I can.
Okay.
Soon I will have control over everyone.
So I've given you control of his sheet, and Yonjira's first.
Okay, cool. Well, Yunjiro's a big boy, very big boy, and would like to run up to the front. So kind of gonna have to slide through two of us. Can you do that?
Yes. So I'll put the monster here, so it's not such a bottleneck.
Yeah, yeah. I was either gonna put him here or like maybe up here. I think maybe up here would be better, just so people would be able to move past him. And then oh shit! Can anyone remember? No, all this stuff does come back on a short rest, pretty much. Fighters are awesome.
Yeah. It's like the special ones from his subclass.
Yeah, God, I love Rune Knight. Cool. So I'm going to, well, I guess Yonjiro's going to make some unarmed attacks. Just had to remember which one it was.
Ooh,
14?
14 hits.
14 hits, roll damage. 9 plus
Nice.
2. And then also, we'll activate the fire rune. So it needs to succeed a strength saving throw, or else it will be restrained. And on top of that, it takes 2d6 fire damage.
Strength saving throw, you said?
Yes, please.
It fails.
It is restrained, and at the end of its turn, it takes another, or sorry, at the start of its turn, it takes 2d6. It can repeat that saving throw at the end of each turn.
Okay. Do you want to roll a 2d6? It's next.
I
anyway.
just did. That's what the 4 was.
Okay.
And I believe that was not the bonus action. Huh. So strange. I could have sworn that was well, I don't actually know what bonus actions Yunjiro has. So I will end that there and read those sheets.
Sure. So one thing you notice as Yunjiro stabs or punches this thing, those punches are not as effective as you are expecting, but the fire is very effective. Or not very effective. Effective. So the monster. It will attack Yonjira. It can only attack with its claws. It has no weapons or anything like that. And there we go. Miss. Hit. As it does 10 slashing damage with its claws.
Oof, that is very much not good.
Oh, sorry, no. It can only attack once, so it misses.
Oh, okay.
Rani.
Okay, so I don't know how terrifying this thing is, but Rani is just going to cast Sacred Flame from where they are, because I don't want to get close to it and to get the good shots. So that is a dex save, or take 4 radiant damage.
Okay. It fails critically.
Huzzah! And other than that, Ronnie is going to... Ginger is not actively dying, so they're going to just back away a bit. Okay. Yeah. They're going to take the coward's way out and back off. It's over
Okay.
here. That is the portal. Yeah, I'm just gonna back off. Like way over here.
Sure.
And just like peeking through to see how the battle's going.
Kadira.
All right, my turn. I'm going to see that
Cool.
Ronnie is backing up like a gosh darn coward. And in order to spite them, I will grit my teeth and move up.
And he's just going, I should have stayed asleep.
And
You don't
I
see
will
Gideon
also-
dealing with this.
I will also like to cast a little spelly welly, I believe is the technical term. I believe that's the name of the action. And I would like to cast Burning Hands.
Burning hands. Oh, nice. 3d6 on a failed save. Dex saving throw.
It is a very low save, though. Because
It
my wisdom
fails.
is not worth it. Dang it.
Oh,
2 ones. Still 7 damage. Better than nothing.
yes. It is effective.
Hold on, wait, let me... Okay, no, that's with an attack, not with a... Okay, yep, sweet. That will be... actually, you know what? I still have a little bit of movement. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. And I will just circle around it a bit more to give Sorrel space if he needs to do anything. That's
Sure.
my turn.
Yeah, this creature, it continues its demonic scream as you cast magic on it, and as you're going around it, it's trying to follow you, but you can tell that it's like its limbs, the way it moves its limbs, it's as if it's not used to them or something, sort of like how a baby learns to walk, sort of thing.
Strange. Okay, my turn?
Yes.
Okay, first I put a bear totem somewhere. Well, it's a spiritual thing. It doesn't actually take space, does it?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, so I just put it right next to me so it can reach everybody. I think it reaches Rani too. I hope so.
It depends how far Rani has run.
Okay.
Way over here.
Let me see how far it reaches out.
Ronnie's fine. If you guys need it more since you're more close up to it with the claws and all. I'm gonna name this.
Okay, it creates an aura in a 30-foot radius around that point, so probably doesn't reach Rani. Okay, I just put it. It does. It does. Does it reach Rani?
If it's
Kind of does. Yeah, I just put it right next to me. So everybody has now 8 extra hit points
Thank you very much.
and advantage on strength saves and checks if you need them. And then I'm going to summon a beast. Can I summon that one of those big hairy spiders that we saw in the thing back at the spring where we fought one of them?
Sure.
Can I do that?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Is there like a limit to what you can summon?
There is the description.
You have 200 gold on you?
Good good question. I don't know.
Holy shit! I never noticed it actually had that component.
Yeah, cool spells are stupidly expensive.
That is such like a
No, I
strangely
don't.
specific thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
A fishtail.
So I can't. I can't summon the beast.
Yeah, if you had 200 gold, I'd let you. But yeah, I don't think you have it.
Okay. Okay. What's my plan B then? What does this one do?
Moonbeam. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. Looks nice. I'll do that one.
Okay, so that circle is the moonbeam. Whoops.
Uh-huh.
Um,
And it needs to make a constitution saving throw,
yeah,
I think.
it makes a cons saving throw and then gets damaged on its turn. Fails.
Fails, yeah. So 2d10 radiant damage.
Yeah, you can roll now. Might as well.
How okay, just 2d10 I roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is this one?
Okay, so we'll get that damage on its turn.
Okay. And that's about as much as I can do, and I stay where I am.
Okay, nice.
Take the damage right now on the current turn.
No, on the
Because
monster's
when a
turn.
creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there.
Yeah. So on its turn, that's when it happens.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We just did it preemptively. So it's Janjira's turn.
Cool. I think I'm going to have Yunjiro also move and make a bit of space, just in case. And make another attack. Bah! Pow! Hey, did I remember to do that extra 2d6 on the thing's turn? I did, right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, sweet.
11 is enough to hit because of its awkwardness in the way it moves. It's very easy to hit.
6 damage.
6 damage. Nice. You can tell that it's resistant to these attacks.
Don't got a lot of choice, sadly. Again, don't think there's any really important bonus actions, so I'll end that turn there.
Okay. The monster
Did it make a strength check on
for
its last turn?
in its previous turn.
Yeah,
Ye-
for the chains.
The chains. No, it didn't.
Okay, could you do that now? Because if it does break them, then it doesn't do the damage.
It doesn't break.
Okay, then is it the start or the end? Start of its turn.
Okay, so I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
11.
Nice.
Very, very good. It's not looking too healthy now. So I'll do another strength check at the start of its turn. It fails, so it's still there. The damage will apply next turn. But it will now attack Kadira.
I
Did
knew
you
this
take
was a
the
possibility.
Oh,
9 from my
Yeah, the
moonbeam?
9. Yeah, it looks pretty critical after that moonbeam.
Okay.
It misses Kadira.
Oh, thank God! I am so frail, even if I am at full health.
Ronnie.
Okay, so where is it now? Oh, I can't shoot a crossbow at it because I don't want to accidentally hit Sorel. So if Sorel's in the way, that gives it like half cover, right? Or
Yeah.
is it like
Half
Yeah.
cover. It's just because it's a hallway, so
or the quarter? Yeah.
yeah, half cover.
There's no space to aim around it. Okay.
Yeah.
Rani is going to just take out the crossbow, load it up, and aim it at the monster, trying to aim it at Greg, the name now, trying not to hit Sorel while they're at it.
It's a good name.
So
Good name. Another G name.
that's not great. I'm so sorry.
It will fly past.
Yeah. And Rani just shuts up. Sorry. It's a crowded hallway. My bad. And Yunjira is not like dying or anything. No one's dying
no,
yet, right?
Yunjira's fine.
No one's been hit. No.
Okay. So Rani's going to move like over here and keep an eye on the portal, see if the monster being there and like out with the door open has done anything weird to the portal. Like on a first glance.
I mean, it's preoccupied with the battle, so it hasn't really noticed you walking there or anything.
Just wondering if the two were like somehow linked in some way. But if it's not, then yeah, that's end of my turn.
Kadira.
Me. Okay, I'm going to very quickly actually hop out of its range, so I will be eating an opportunity attack if it so pleases.
16.
Meets it, beats it.
Yes. So you get 9 slashing damage from its claws.
Oof. Ouch. Owie. Thanks to those 8 temp hit points, though, it's only a little gash
Scratch.
through my face.
Tiny
Yeah.
paper cut.
But after unsuccessfully backflipping out of the way, I will fire my longbow at it.
That will hit.
9 damage plus the d6 from my little swarm of sand for 12 damage. Quotation marks.
Oh. You can describe how you end this battle.
Yes. Okay, so as I'm flipping out of the way, getting cut up, I'm fed up with this. I'm fed up with this guy. It's been nothing but rude since we got here. So I notch a very handsome arrow, plant it directly in the chest. A massive swarm of sand comes after it and starts ripping it to shreds. You ever been in a sandstorm? That will cut you to pieces. It's like a million little bits of glass flying around you. It's horrible.
The body lays motionless on the floor.
I must say, Sorel looks a bit confused and a bit sad as he walks up to this creature. And now I think I know what I should have said when I tried to stop it with this speak with animals thing, but it's too late now. Because I didn't think it was all that dangerous, and we could have tried to reason with it somehow, but
Agreed.
we didn't.
But it did rip
And
a
it-
door out of its hinges and come after us the moment it saw us.
Okay.
So I'm not too bad. You know, it's like Greg died, but is it the worst thing that's happened so far?
No, it's not the worst thing, but I just think we could have avoided this
Yeah.
death. And this makes Sorel a bit sad.
Yeah, I guess it was a little unnecessary. I kind of put my bow behind my back, having just massacred this thing. Unnecessary
casually, like,
casualties.
yeah. Is there anything else in the room that it was kept in?
Lots and lots of human bones.
Ah, okay. I suddenly feel a lot
Okay.
less bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Maybe Greg did deserve to die. Like, we're vacillating between like empathy and just, maybe they deserved it.
Are there any more doors? Or is
It
this the
seems.
final one?
Yeah, you've reached the end of this cellar.
What
Alright,
is
cool.
that thing anyway? Do we recognize it now when it's not
What is it?
trying to actively kill us?
It's very clearly a Greg.
You look at this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is nothing natural. Something spawned probably from not of this
The
earth.
portal?
Yeah, this.
Oh yeah, let's just throw
Yeah.
it back through the portal, see if that does anything.
This is what happens when you name your kid Greg.
Turns out to be an evil demon portal spawn.
Yeah. By the way, I tell you that I tried to find some information about portals, but all I could find in this library is that the markings around the portal indicate that it's a bad one. It's an evil one. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Here's an idea. Why don't we throw Gideon through the portal and then we all leave forever?
Why don't we
Gideon
ask
about,
first?
and then,
Yeah.
and then if he tries to kill us, then we toss him into the portal. But wait, what if that portal just leads to like somewhere he wants to go?
Well then
We could
I
just-
think he'd be through the portal and not here, wouldn't he?
But he might come back and be like, those annoying, like those. I don't know what the medieval equivalent of a telemarketer is, but those buggers who just keep coming back.
Okay. I have a theory about how this portal works. It might not be the right one. I'm just guessing, but the guy that one of those who attacked us upstairs, and we questioned afterwards. He said that they needed all those sacrifices. So my theory is that the portal activates when you shed blood on it.
I mean, yeah, blood magic is kind of it's a bit of a taboo, but it exists, and it's
Yeah,
definitely something that cultists would decide to go for.
Yeah, nothing goes
Yeah.
together better than cultists and weird blood rituals.
Yeah.
Except maybe pillows and blankets. Close second.
Do we plan to do anything with the portal, or are we just gonna leave it here, talk to Gideon,
through it
and
when we're
then
done with them?
be on our way? Because technically, it's not our responsibility to figure out everything about this, since we do have to get to the valley.
Yeah, I think that's our priority. Though it is dangerous to keep it as it is here, but we can't really do anything about it.
We can leave a
We can't.
warning to any future travelers.
Okay, idea.
Mm-hmm.
We cut off the arm of this ugly Greg. That's right, Greg.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like hold it through the portal halfway, pull it out, see if it comes back.
That is such a bad idea.
How is it a bad idea?
let's talk to Gideon, and then if he tells us nothing about the portal, then we do that. Because we could experiment, and I'm down for experimenting. I'm just saying, after
God, you sound like me in uni.
it's been a long, long night. Okay, if something crawls out of that portal, I don't want to be up for yet another fight.
Yeah. But we do have to move on from this place.
Yeah,
So we don't have much time for experimenting.
yeah,
But we do need to question Gideon before
Yeah.
we go.
yeah. I say talk to Gideon. If he tells us very little, then we do the one experiment, and then we move on.
Yeah,
Okay.
fair enough. You know, you guys prep Gideon, and I'll set up a warning for future travelers about the portal.
Like that
Right.
tone. Sorel, do you like that tone?
Well, any kind of warning is better than no warning at all.
Okay, what about 2 warnings?
Fair.
Did I actually mention that this place used to have warding stones at the
Yes, I
entrance?
remember that.
Yeah, and they're not activated. So, if we had time, I guess we could look through the books in this library because they are about warding evil spirits away. And we could probably find a way to activate the stones again, but we don't have time. So I guess any kind of warning would be an alternative kind of thing.
Where do you want to wait for Gideon to wake up? And where will you question him?
We can just do it here in the cellar where he kept everyone else. Like, put him behind bars for once.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
He will regain consciousness after 1 hour. He'll be on 1 hit point. And he'll say, oh, where am I? Oh, you.
But he's still gagged, isn't it?
Oh,
Isn't
he is? Okay,
Wait.
sorry.
I don't want.
him so that we can talk to him.
But he can cast
Oh, he's a
spells.
spellcaster.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
It might not be, you know.
Now we have to
Best
do
thing.
yes or no questions.
Okay, he's gagged.
One of us can be like right behind him with a gag ready, since he can't do like any motions with the spells anyway, so that's no somatic components. And if we hear him trying to cast anything, we just immediately shove a sock back into his mouth.
That's fine.
I'll be down to do that. That means I get to sit behind him silently.
Yeah.
Menacingly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Yunjir is probably just in the background, like arms crossed and glaring.
Yeah.
Okay. So he awakes and, yeah, he says, you.
Us. Exactly was your plan here, Gideon? If that's even your real name.
He says, my plan was to bring back the old order, the God King.
Okay,
I
always
really
with
don't
the
like the
God
sound
Yeah,
of
we-
that. Jeez.
Yeah, we heard that from one of your minions. They're all dead now.
You may have
Probably
killed some of us, but the rest of us will finish what must be done.
What What exactly has to be done?
And talked of sacrifices.
He looks at you and says, "Where is he? The God King. What did you do with him?" Like he's looking towards where the monster was, but he can't see anything, obviously.
Okay.
Oh, we should get Yonjira to drag the thing in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, Yandere can drag Greg in.
As Ajira drags him in, he has this utter look of shock and despair. Goes, "No! What have you done?"
Well, we said everybody's dead, so yeah.
We took it down. It was trying to kill us. We're
Mm.
just gonna stand there and die.
His face is that of like having an existential crisis. He goes, "What? How could it be beaten so easily? Was I wrong?"
Oh,
Yeah, probably.
there's a
Maybe
drama.
it's a sign that we are more powerful than your so-called God King, and you should worship us.
Yeah, tell us about that portal.
He says, I was told by the God King himself how to create it, to bring him into this world. He spoke
I
to
very
me.
much doubt that this was the God King, and I point at the dead Greg.
He says, he's unfinished. More sacrifices needed to be made.
Do you not think that maybe you were tricked somehow?
Tricked. But
By whoever was giving you orders and telling you what to do?
he's starting to look like his world is breaking.
That's good. That's good.
He
Yeah,
spoke
critical
to me.
that is important when disengaging from cults. Keep going.
He said, no, no. And he looks pretty broken as you say this to him.
Tell us who gave you the orders. Who did you speak to?
I heard him.
To give a name.
He said he was the God King.
How did you communicate with the God King? With this God King?
He spoke to me in my dreams, showed me visions, said he would share his power with me.
What kind of visions?
He describes himself standing behind a robed, regal-looking man who overlooks a crowd of thousands, maybe tens of thousands. Ronnie, this dream is very familiar.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna ask.
Ryan, you react in any way? Do we see any?
Ronnie
kind of
is just like, as Gideon is talking about this, Ronnie is just keeping a very good poker face, like no outward sign. But you see, like, as he continues to describe, they're kind of like casually fiddling with the medallion as they're listening.
Okay. Well, seems to me that whatever this thing was, and I
Greg.
point to Greg. Yes. um, this wasn't what you were promised, was it?
No.
No.
The others, they didn't believe. They were right.
The others? Who? Other cultists? I mean, other
You don't know.
whatever they are called. Okay, and then other followers
Yes,
of this God King?
they continued the journey back to the God King's grave.
You mean the valley?
Mm.
Yes.
Because the 100 years is about to be over, right?
He looks at you, and he's nodding.
Yeah, Ronnie's just like staring at Gideon like real intense before like slowly nodding.
In a little bit of an attempt to break this palpable tension, Kadir is going to like lean over Gideon's shoulder and just kind of jokingly say, "Oh, I could be a God King if you want, because I killed that one. That means I get to do it, right?"
Okay.
Well, does he let me be his God King?
He says,
Sorrel is just like quietly sighing and rolling his eyes, you know.
he says, you
Ronnie's
mock,
like the God King who can't even file library books correctly. No, thank you.
Oh.
Ouch.
Gideon says, you mock us, but you will be the first to realize your mistake.
I mock you in particular. I don't really know any of the others. This is entirely focused on you.
Ronnie asked Gideon, well, now that or the one that you thought was the God King is dead, what do you plan to do with your life?
He says, perhaps I was wrong, but perhaps the others are right. I will await his return. He shall reward me.
Okay. Do you know how to break the portal? How to close it?
Or at least what's on the other side?
I do not know what's on the other side. That is where we summon that.
Greg.
Greg.
To break the portal, you must. You can only do so with magic.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna have to be a little bit more specific there, buddy.
I do not know.
So you don't know how to close the portal. You can't do it yourself, can you?
He says, I can try.
We don't trust him enough to do this.
No, we
Like
don't.
Ronnie just straight up says that as if he's not there.
So you
Yeah,
were
no,
just doing what you were told, and you don't even know how to close the thing that you opened on somebody else's instructions. Well, this is
You don't even know
Kind
your
of-
God King's name.
sounds
You're
a bit
really-
pathetic.
really terrible at this, Gideon. Damn.
Like for a wannabe priest?
We're just bullying him now.
He doesn't
Well,
say anything.
that is
I mean,
the
he
idea.
deserves it, but yeah, that's what we're
He
doing.
did try to kill us. So this is our like really petty revenge.
Yeah.
Mm.
The God
Yes.
Kingsgrave. Did your friends give you a specific location in the valley?
Um, he says, "We have been researching for a long time. We have found hints into where his body may lay. The exact location has been erased from history, but we think we have found it."
Hmm.
I don't think he's
You
gonna give it to us willingly, at least.
Yeah, no, I think this is kind of as far as his help will go.
Yeah.
Mm. What do you think we should do with him?
Stick his top half through the portal and pull him out, see if he's still in one piece. If he is, throw him all the way in.
Say he's a source of information because he seems like he's a spellcaster. He seems to know magic. He seems to be weirdly knowledgeable about the cult. But I also get that we can't just take him with us because he's probably gonna
No.
escape.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
think so.
if he gets
We-
anywhere near a loose, sharp object, he's out of those binds, and we have so much difficulty to deal with.
Hmm. Are there any, shackles or something like this in this prison?
Yeah, there would be. You can find a lot of rope as well if you need that.
No, but rope is
Just
easy
bring
to
those
cut through.
around. Yeah, I'll take the rope though in case we ever need it, like
Yeah.
the
Okay.
last time.
What I was thinking is that we put him in those iron or metal bindings so that he can't cast anything. Probably gag him as well and take him and his little friend Greg into that room where Greg came from. And yeah, continue on our way. I really don't have any sympathy for this guy.
No, neither.
Feel bad that he got duped into a cult and now we're leaving him to die of starvation and dehydration.
I don't. You stabbed me in my sleep. Indirectly.
Yeah, and he pretended to be nice to us, and then he just sent assassins to kill us.
You're
This
right.
is
He
not
was
good.
a rude host.
Yeah.
Which is
I mean,
arguably the
sure.
worst of his crimes.
What do you think Yinjiro would do?
I mean, like based on what he suggested with the bandits,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Yanjiro would be down to just get rid of him.
Yeah, probably just snap his neck or something.
So yeah, I guess we shackle him and then like escort him to maybe not the room that's filled with like blood and human bones. That feels a bit cruel. Like I think
Okay.
this place where he left others to die is like, ironic enough.
Okay, maybe. We just need to make sure he doesn't have any access to anything that could he could use as a lockpick.
Like clear out the room.
A little bit, at least, yeah.
We shackle his hands, right? And we can also like tie him to the bar so that he can't move.
Mm. Yeah, and we just leave Greg where he is, so
Yeah.
he can look
Poor
at
Greg.
his God King. And
Oh,
think
right.
about it.
I needed to do that warning. I
Yeah.
will whip out a notepad and my best doctor's handwriting, kind of just scribble shapes that vaguely look at don't like the words "don't touch," and then just drop it on the floor next to the portal.
Um,
Listen, I'm sorry.
mm,
My original plan was to use this guy's guts to spell it out all over the walls in blood, but apparently that's not how we roll.
okay.
Weren't you the one who protested shoving the bandit out into the sandstorm?
I'm joking. Jeez, a little.
Okay. Yeah, if he doesn't have anything to say to us, then do we gag him so he can't cast anything? Or do we leave him like this? We
You
can
know
close
what?
the door.
You
Yeah,
know
We
what
can
I
close,
say?
lock the doors.
Yeah.
Lock all the doors.
I think
that
we've
let us
humiliated
here.
him enough.
I think we tie him, we gag him, and we just leave a knife on the other side of the bars. If he can, good for him. Either way, it'll take long enough that we'll be long gone.
Yeah, but won't he come back for us,
All right, no knife, no knife. Just thought
Like
we
the
might give
idea
him a
of just
shot.
chance. I mean, we did give the bandit a shot. Like, it was a very small shot, but so is this.
Shot nonetheless. I mean, I didn't
Yeah.
say we had to put it right up against the bars. We can put it on the other end
Yeah.
of the room. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever you say.
Yeah, tie him up, gag him, chuck him in this corner, throw the knife in this corner.
Oh,
if
you like
somehow
the,
he can
the
get
other
that, good on
side.
him.
I was thinking over here, but yours is more
No,
even
that
further
side,
away.
yeah. and lock this door.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And probably this one as well.
Yeah.
And let's just get out of this
Yeah.
creepy place.
If
I just want
Kadira's done with
to.
the warnings.
I mean, yeah, I guess if I'm not using, human blood for it, which I would say is probably arguably the best warning material.
To traumatize others, sure, but
Exactly. You don't want to go into a room that has words written in blood. No one does.
okay.
That's why it's the perfect keep out. Are there possums fighting outside my house? There are possums fighting outside my house.
Okay.
Are there possums fighting my cat outside my house? She would lose that fight so hard. She's like 2 kilos.
We're going back up.
Yeah. Let's go back up.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
going to
ski
stay
down.
behind a bit, like lag behind, because they do have like one last thing they want to talk to Gideon about. Without a big audience.
Yeah, sure. You lag behind as everyone goes back up.
Yeah. Ronnie kind of try just makes like a pull shift thing to reach through, take out the gag from Gideon's mouth, and say, "You saw visions of a past life."
His eyes widen and he says, Do you see them?
I try not to sleep because of them.
Then you.
When did yours? Yes.
He says, You You have been chosen. Like me.
You thought, Gideon, you thought you were chosen, and whoever spoke to you led you to raise a being that was killed fairly quickly. Have you considered maybe, I don't know. I want to believe these are visions because of timing and everything, but maybe they're just a warning, not a sign for you to start killing people for a figure that might not even return.
You can do persuasion.
Okay.
That's good persuasion.
Very
That's
good.
some very good persuasion.
He looks dejected again. He says, "But then what? What happens now?"
Us is something that we can learn from. There are mistakes that we can choose not to repeat. And just because we see visions of a past life doesn't mean we have to repeat everything that happened then. And maybe we can choose what we want to do with our life. That's what I've been trying to do. And I think that's something that you should think about. You could try to make up for all the death that you've caused. Because I think you're more than just a cultist. Who are you beyond that?
He's just in deep contemplation. He does not reply.
Yeah. Ronnie, like, in a probably very dumb move, is going to, like, take the knife and, like, place it, like, a bit closer so that it's, in his, like, it's closer to his reach if he chooses to try to escape, and says, "It's probably dumb of me, but I am trusting you to try and do the right thing and to make a choice for yourself." And then does that and says, first, I hope we don't see each other again, but if ever we do, I hope we're not on opposite sides. And then they walk away.
Meanwhile, while everyone goes upstairs, you can see that and hear that the sandstorm is gone. People have opened the boarded windows. The sun is shining through, and some of the others say, "Hey, don't let the sun through. We're in the desert. It's hot."
Hmm. I had a thought and then it immediately leaped out of my brain. Wait, it's but no, it's gone again. Hmm.
We're still going, right?
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah. We can take shifts sleeping and going and, like, marching as guards. Because I hope that the others will understand if we can't stay awake for, like, I don't know how many hours straight after a battle. a bunch of battles.
Maybe you can't.
I definitely, I
exhausted.
definitely need to sleep now.
Yeah,
I really do. And
yeah.
Yinjiro
can-
needs to heal.
yeah. We
So
can talk to like the prince and inform him that we've handled the situation, and that we'll just like take turns like sleeping on the road, and like half of us sleep, the other half like chill and keep an eye out, and then switch.
Sure. I'd say if to get a good rest, you need to be stationary.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Is it possible that if there's like a caravan that we can just like hop onto and like curl up there so we don't like walk like or like
Yeah.
ride a camel?
you could probably rest in the caravan. You can like
Okay.
try and convince one of the Loxodon to let you in.
Okay.
And
so we can have at least a short rest, but not the long rest. All right.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. So if you want to take a long rest, that's Ravi would say you do look very tired. I mean, you have been leading us on the journey. We cannot set out without you. I'm happy for us to wait here if you think it is safe until you are ready.
So we're not in a big rush. We do have some time.
He says, it is in our beliefs that it must be buried within a certain time period. We are sort of running out of time. As Loxodon, if we're not buried correctly right away, I believe your soul is sort of just trapped and unable to go into the afterlife. But we have a bit of leeway after this extra rest. We probably wouldn't have much leeway after that.
Yeah. And how many presumably days travel are we away from the? How far away is this valley that we're going to?
Yeah, let's go to the region map. Ye old map.
The old map.
Okay, so each hex is 1 day of traveling.
Mm-hmm.
You just need to get to here at least.
Okay. Just need to see. Okay, we're there, and we need to get.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, again, personally, I believe that your tiredness is weakness of character. Kitira
It's
says
just
with
all in your
1,000
head.
bags under their eyes,
Yeah,
actively bleeding a little all over the place.
Yeah.
I think
can
we
try
should take the rest.
Kind of looking like about like
We-
8 degrees away from you instead of right at you.
He's just like looking at like Ronnie's left ear instead of their eyes. We could try to tell the others to like let us hitch a ride so we can sleep in the caravan, and if there's anything that attacks us on the road, we'll be like right there to help them and protect them.
Or we can just have a good sleep here. before we set out again.
Or we could just kind of like suffer for a day.
I
Pretty sure
think
we'll
we've
be
had a
exhausted.
pretty rough night,
We've
and
had- we've-
we've had
we've
enough of
been
suffering. For
Yeah,
it,
I-
yeah.
I think we really do need that.
I'm
rest,
just saying,
so
one time I had to survive in a desert for a whole 2 days eating nothing but sand. I ate so much sand.
Yeah,
Did
like
not
you're
have
a
to.
liar. So we should take that with a grain of sand. Anyway, either caravan or here.
I think caravan would be the safest bet. It would show up the least amount of walking time at least.
I don't know. I would
Also,
stay
it means
here.
we're further away from that fucking portal. Because I'm gonna be honest, that little note I wrote, I
Yeah,
don't think it's
yeah.
gonna keep anything in it coming this side.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
also like to get as far away from this strange glowy portal as quickly as possible,
Okay,
especially
then
with like a whole crowd.
I think Genjira would want to go too, so we'll go.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I know Cyril needs a fucking nap really desperately.
Yes, I do, but hey,
We can hop on. We can hitch a
Cyril can have
ride.
the first snooze in the caravan.
Yeah.
okay. I have a question about my owl. Can it when I sleep, it just can do whatever it wants, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So I tell it to keep watch and fly over the caravan and scout for any danger and wake me up if something comes up. And then I go to have a short rest, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you can have a long rest.
People are okay with it.
A long
Rani's
rest?
also going to take a long rest, but theirs is shorter, so after that they're going to be awake and keeping guard again.
Okay, so I'll take a long rest then.
Yeah. I mean, you can, as you set off with the caravan, not all of you are resting, but pretty much as you travel, it is pretty easy for this whole day. No sandstorms, nothing attacking you, and by the end of the day, the caravan's ready to rest, and you'd all be able to have a long rest.
I love
Okay,
long rests.
So if I have been at least napping during our journey, I can take first watch. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything in particular you want to do on your watch?
Well, I let the owl, fly up there and listen and look out for danger as well. And is Rani still awake, or have they gone to sleep?
Is probably like staying awake because, like I said, they don't need as much sleep, and they've also been napping
Mm-hmm.
and sleeping. On
Okay,
the caravan,
so I come up to them and I ask, I hope you didn't do anything stupid back there in the cellar when we all left and you stayed. I trust you didn't. I just hope you're, yeah.
Rani just like laughs a bit and goes, "Well, like stupid is a very variable term. I think half the things Kadira does are stupid, but no, I didn't do something monumentally dumb.
Nothing you
I
would
just
regret later.
I haven't had anything that I regret. You know, if there's anything that living in the desert has taught me, it's that really, who has time to wallow over what could have been? And as you can see, as you can all learn from what's his face, Gideon, dwelling on the past really leads you to bad things like joining a cult. So,
Yeah.
I'd just like to imagine that even from like 50 meters away, Kadira can still tell that Ronnie is shit talking them.
just like twitches in her sleep.
Yeah. Every time Ronnie says a bad thing about me, I get an itch on my neck.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ronnie also like turns to Sorrel and says, "How about you? How have you been? You were knocked out during that fight, and it was a pretty tough night for everyone. You good?"
I'll be fine. Yeah, I need some good night's sleep, and it's not. I'm not happy about us killing all those people, and but it would have been us if we didn't kill them. I understand that, but I'm not really happy about killing anyone, you know. So
Yeah, I get that. It's kind of harsh to have to decide that someone has to die. So,
and I'm still curious and confused about that thing in that last room in the cellar.
Greg.
Yeah, Greg. It was kind of hostile, but it was also. It seemed to me like it was acting like a scared child almost. It didn't know what was going on. It was probably frightened, hungry, maybe all of the above, and obviously it was trying to kill us, so we had to deal with that. But I can't stop thinking about what it was, and yeah.
Ronnie kind of like smiles a bit and says, "You know, I know I'm a cleric of peace, but I think you're the one who really embodies the values that we're trying to uphold." And like kind of like slowly like puts like a bit awkwardly like puts a hand on like Sorrel's shoulder and says, "You know, it's really nice to have someone who has an empathetic look on the creatures that we face, someone who tries to talk and reason things out first. I think we might not be able to do that with everyone, and sometimes like with Greg it'll fail, but you know, try not to like take it to heart or be too disheartened about it, because eventually if you keep reaching out the hand, someone will take it. If you keep giving out another chance, it'll pay off." That's what I think anyway.
Yeah, now Sorrel looks a bit awkward.
Yeah.
Maybe
And, like,
maybe he's
Ronnie,
opened
like,
up a little bit too much, you know,
yeah.
for his own
Like
comfort.
the moment you look awkward, Ronnie also like Okay. Is a hug a thing that we can do, or is that like too much?
Maybe next time.
Okay. And like another
Okay.
pat to the shoulder and says, "You should sleep. I'll take the rest of the watch and I'll wake up." That lug points at Kadira for third watch.
Kazira twitches in her sleep again. One thing I would ask you to do, and maybe not to do, can you not give names to those creatures that we kill? It makes it so much more personal, you know? Yeah.
I will not say the names that I give them, but
Okay.
as a compromise, I will
Okay.
give them names, but keep them in my head.
Okay. Yeah, that's good enough. So, Cyril's going to go to sleep.
Okay. Yeah. Ronnie, your watch is also pretty uneventful. I mean, was there anything that you wanted to do? Or even by the end when you're waking up Kadira?
Throughout the shift, Ronnie's just like keeping watch once again, like playing with the medallion and thinking about like how about the stuff that Gideon said, and towards the end they just kind of like shake their head and as gently as possible without throwing pebbles onto her face, wakes up Kadira, like for her shift, like kind of like pokes her.
Almost insulted that you didn't bring back the pebbles. You've taken the moral high ground.
See that a peace cleric. I'm trying to like I can't let Sorel one up me in my own domain.
How is it
Yeah.
always about competition with you two?
We will try to get along eventually. Like
Deeply competitive
Yeah.
people.
yeah, Ronnie's like as Ronnie is like waking up Kadira and like getting ready to also like take a quick nap. They're going to like grudgingly say, "You were like tries to say pretty good, but like stops a few times before finally just spitting out a pretty good fighter and locksmith back at the what's his face's house." It was yeah. Ronnie refuses to continue to remember Gideon's name, just what's his face.
Okay.
And they add that no, you were once again pausing, and then a valuable member of the party.
Yeah, you were also not unbearable.
Ronnie,
Kind of sort of saved my life.
yeah, you did too. Look, I think this little back and forth between us is fun, but we could try to get along more for the sake of the party and like more of a healthy competition rather than a I completely hate your guts for misplacing that book that one time kind of thing.
Ugh, but it's so much more romantic that way, don't you think?
It's kind of like, why, Kadira, if this was all just pigtail filling, you could have just said.
God, Kadir did not expect that, and I did not expect that. Just a little bit of a brain fizzle shutdown.
Like at that, Ronnie kind of like a genuine smile at Kadira, not their usual mocking one. And then they are going to just use like thaumaturgy to like flicker like whatever light they have right now to like set a fun little ambience as Kadira's brain just starts rebooting before going, oh, good night. Go back to sleep.
All right, cool. I now have a lot of emotions that I have to deal with, so sleep well. Don't do that again. I think Kadira is going to have to struggle with strange, angry, gay thoughts for a few hours.
Okay. I think Sorrel is going to wake up a little bit before dawn so he can spend some time to meditating and preparing new spells for the day.
Oh,
And also he thought of a name for his owl. So
What's the name?
Vera.
That's
Vera.
adorable. I love that.
that's
Yeah.
great.
So we have an owl named Vera now with us. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
gonna keep watch
Oh, I love
mostly.
gorgeous bird.
Presumably a desert owl
Yeah.
of some kind. If only we knew how they look.
They are gorgeous, though.
Okay.
Yeah. And unless your watch is also pretty peaceful. Was there anything that you wanted to do?
I don't really think so. I don't think I had very much to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
Guess I just do a little bit of scribbling in my notebooks, but that's about it.
Okay. Then I think that's a good spot to end the session.
Yeah.
That was a really good session.
It
Yeah.
was much more chill than
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
last one where we were all just screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah. It was very got a good insight to everyone's character a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a bunch of role playing stuff.
I think towards the end we got a little bit too much insight into the real